Imagine for a moment that everything you struggle with, your fears, self-doubts, and insecurities, is not just an obstacle to overcome, but a map guiding you toward your true purpose. What if the key to understanding who you are and what you are meant to do lies in the very parts of yourself that you have tried to ignore, suppress, or deny? Today, we will explore one of the most transformative concepts in psychology and philosophy, Carl Jung's theory of the shadow. This is not just about theory or abstract ideas, it's about uncovering profound truths that can reshape your life. By the end of this journey, you will not only understand your shadow but also discover how it holds the secret to your purpose, potential, and true freedom. The shadow, enemy or ally. Carl Jung, the pioneer of depth psychology, believed that the shadow is the unconscious part of ourselves that we reject or disown. It consists of all the traits, desires, and aspects of our personality that we consider unacceptable or shameful. Yet paradoxically, this very shadow contains the seeds of our greatest strengths and the blueprint for a fulfilling life. Think about it. How often do we avoid certain thoughts or behaviors because they make us uncomfortable? How often do we judge others for traits we secretly recognize in ourselves? Jung himself once said, "Everything that irritates us about others can lead us to an understanding of ourselves." The shadow is not just about darkness, it is about potential. Facing the shadow, the journey to your true self. Have you ever hidden a part of yourself from others or even from yourself? Perhaps it's a fear of failure, a deep-seated anger, or a persistent envy. Maybe it's a passion or desire you have convinced yourself is impractical or wrong. What if these aspects of yourself were not flaws to eliminate, but messages waiting to be understood? Jung believed that by confronting our shadow, we could integrate it into our conscious awareness, a process he called individuation, the path to wholeness. Of course, this journey is not easy. It requires courage, honesty, and a willingness to step into the unknown. But the rewards are immeasurable: freedom from the unconscious fears that control you, and the ability to channel your hidden energy into growth. Jung argued that true transformation does not come from rejecting our shadow, but from embracing it. Every hero in mythology faces a moment of confrontation with their own darkness. Think of Hercules, who had to battle not just external monsters but also his own rage and flaws, who had to confront his inner darkness before becoming a true Jedi. Or Luke Skywalker in Star Wars. These stories mirror our own psychological journeys. The shadow, as a guide to your potential. Your shadow does not just exist in your thoughts, it manifests in your habits, relationships, and emotional reactions. If you have ever had a strong emotional response to someone, it could be because they reflect a part of yourself that you have not yet acknowledged. Jung called this phenomenon projection. When we disown parts of ourselves, we tend to see those same traits in others and react strongly to them. For example, if you find yourself constantly criticizing people who are overly confident, perhaps deep down, you envy their self-assurance. If you feel resentful toward successful individuals, it might be because you fear your own failure. Rather than blaming yourself, view these reactions as opportunities for self-discovery. How to integrate the shadow into your life. Shadow integration does not mean acting on every impulse. Instead, it means acknowledging these parts of yourself without judgment and learning from them. Here are a few ways to begin this process. Observe your strong emotional reactions. The next time you feel an intense emotion, anger, jealousy, or fear, pause and ask yourself, what is this reaction trying to tell me? Journaling, writing down your thoughts, emotions, and dreams can help reveal hidden aspects of your unconscious mind. Jung believed that dreams are direct messages from the unconscious. Inner dialogue. Imagine having a conversation with your shadow. Ask it what it fears, what it needs, and how it can help you. Living a whole and authentic life. Imagine an artist who only paints with bright colors and refuses to use dark tones. The painting may be beautiful, but it will lack depth. In the same way, if you only embrace the positive parts of yourself while rejecting the rest, you will never be truly whole. True self-discovery comes from balancing light and shadow. When you integrate your shadow, you will feel more authentic and free, build deeper, more meaningful relationships, unlock hidden creative energy, live with a greater sense of purpose. But there is something even more powerful. When you integrate your shadow, it does not just transform you, it transforms the world. Jung believed that the process of individuation contributes to the evolution of human consciousness, a world where people accept their shadows instead of projecting them onto others would be a world with less conflict and more compassion. Begin your journey today. Now, ask yourself, what is my shadow trying to teach me? How can I use its lessons to live more authentically? This journey is not a one-time event, it is a lifelong process. But each step you take brings you closer to the person you are meant to be, a person of depth, strength, and wholeness. Are you ready to embrace your shadow? Thank you for watching, and see you in the next video.